everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Professors. I'm back here again with Superior. How are you doing this evening?
Yo, yo, how's it going? How's it going? I'm back.
Yeah, having a good night so far?
Yeah, I would say so. It's been
Yeah.
pretty chill. It's been pretty chill, yeah.
It's like coming off of a good fresh ERCS weekend, get to have a little bit of relaxation now on a little bit of a smaller bit here for us today. Is there anything, you just want to do a quick introduction of yourself here for everyone that's out there, just in case if they haven't seen this little thing that we do here before.
Yeah. Obviously, you guys don't know me. I'm Superior. I play obviously a lot of Eternal Return. I'm a caster as well for the game. I cast on the Korean side for ERM, and yeah, I also stream the game as well. So, and I also do play and dabble in ERCS a little bit.
Yippee. Well, I'm excited for you to be here today. You're going to be showing off the newest character I hear, Justyna. Very interesting test subject to add to the roster here. So I think with that, we can kind of just step right in and get right into it. We'll start off by bringing up the build. And, you've done this before. You've been on this
Yeah,
rodeo, so you kind of
she
know.
She is quite the character right now. I think she's probably the best character in the game by far, just because she has so much in her kit. She has a lot of damage. She has a lot of mobility, and she also has some utility in her kit with a lot of slows. Currently, right now, I think her numbers are just really high, so she's like the hot character for this patch. Obviously, once her numbers start to go down a little bit, she'll probably, start to fall out of the meta a little bit. But right now, this is the character you want to be playing if you do want to climb in ranked. I would say she is a really hard character in the sense she has a really high skill ceiling, but her skill floor is pretty low. You just have to, hit your skill shots, just hit your W's and your Q's, which we'll go over in a little bit here. But this is the build I think that most Justynas are running. This is like the standard build. It is 35% CDR. And the reason why we go with 35% CDR, so we go Covert, Imperial Crown, and Delta Red, is because we do run the Overwatch augment that will give us extra amp. And the route is just Pawn Stream Hospital. It's a pretty quick route, so you're going to be able to get your build done really quick, and then you're going to be able to look for these early game kills. Justyna's early game power is really, really strong, so she will be able to get some early game picks really easily.
Awesome. And then if we go into the attack skills here, we can kind of highlight that. If there's any others that could apply, we could talk about it here, or is we just
Uh,
talk about the main one?
I think it's just blink on this character. You kind of need, especially when you're playing like a backline mage, you kind of need that blink, that extra mobility, and that extra, instant teleport to either close the gap or maybe make some space for yourself if these melees or if anyone does end up jumping on top of you.
Awesome. And then next we have augments here. Again, yeah, just kind of highlight what the main one is. If there's any like alterations, we can go over that too.
Yeah, so I would be going red sprite on this character. I think most you've seen is on red sprite now. There was a little bit of vamp variation, so you go vampiric, dismantle, anima, and then just like the same sub augments, but I think red sprite is a lot better. It's just more consistent damage. Vampiric is kind of hard to stack up because after maybe 3 rotations it'll be fully stacked, but if you're getting 3 rotations off in a fight, like the fight's usually pretty close to over. So the red sprite just being there for the extra damage is really nice. You go stopping power just because you always follow up, your W with your Q. So your little beam from the sky, you follow up with your laser. So having that extra armor pen is really, really nice. You want to be going Overwatch on this build just because you are on that Delta Red at the start. And then once you cap out on your CDR, it'll still be 10 skill amp, so it's actually not that bad. And then for your sub augments, it's just going to be Dismantle Goliath because she is a backline mage. So her HP stat is pretty low in the sense you will probably get most of the Dismantle Goliath value. And Anima Reaper is just a really nice augment that just gives you some extra damage.
Mhm. Awesome. Yeah. So with that, I think we just have late game items left to go over here. Again, if there's anything else that we should highlight here, we can definitely do
Yeah.
so.
Late game items. So Justyna is a really weird character where you actually don't build any percent amp just because her numbers are relatively low in terms of skill amp and her base numbers are really high. So that's why you just want to go armor pen. So you just rush D skill. 50% armor pen is really, really strong on this character. You just want to get that armor pen off. Inquisitor is also just a really nice item on the character. Having that increased extra damage for the execute range once you're below 40%. and then you just run Iron Maiden, Sultans, and getting that Cataclysm is really nice. The reason why we pair Iron Maiden with Dragon Scale is because a lot of people don't know, but in Eternal Return, how penetration works is it's actually a lot different than other games and other MOBAs, where it calculates percent amp or sorry percent pen, and then it does the flat pen after. So you actually get a lot more value building both of them. Where in other games, usually they'll do they'll calculate the flat pen first and then the percent after. So it's kind of like it's kind of contradicts each other. So you don't want to build those two together. But specifically in Eternal Return, this is perfectly fine. And because Justyna also doesn't have any amp scalings outside of just raw damage, pen is actually really good on her.
Awesome. And then if we have any like VF variations, what would you go here on
Yeah,
those?
so we would probably just go. It would just be your blood weapon. If you could ever get blood, I think you just go your blood weapon. Blood weapon's always really strong. It has that extra armor pen. Has a lot more amp than its gold variant or its purple variant. Upper mask is just a straight upgrade from Sultan's Turban. And oh, let me add some more here. You could go a Necronomicon. I think Dragon Steel is still more damage just because it has 5% more armor pen. But if you ever get a Necronomicon from your box and you're still sitting on that purple arm piece, it's always a nice option to go. Red Shoes is also a good option as well if you haven't upgraded it, or if you get it from a box, getting that 60% heal cut is always really, really nice. And for your chest piece, it would probably just be Queen of Hearts.
Awesome. Cool. And then what about Blood Ripper? I saw someone asking about that. Any thoughts on Blood Ripper on the character here?
Ooh, yeah, Blood Ripper is also like another upgrade that I wouldn't say it's a straight upgrade. I think it's still less damage than Dragon Scale, but again, it's kind of like Necronomicon. If you just get it from a purple box, it's probably worth running. It does have
Mhm.
5% more penetration than Dragon Scale, but it does have think about 24 less skill amp. So pretty sure Dragon Scale still outdamages Blood Ripper by a little bit, or it's like pretty close to the same.
Mhm. Awesome. And then so skill leveling, this is gonna be a mouthful here. Let's run through the what the character abilities do, and then we'll kind of go into the leveling portion here.
Yeah, so your Q is just a little laser. So there's two parts to the Q. There's a Q1 and a Q2. The Q1, they'll shoot two lasers in front of you, where your mouse direction is, and then the Q2 is just a one big laser, does a lot of damage. So the Q2 does just as much damage as the two lasers from Q1. So that's why sometimes you'll see some Justinas maybe prep the Q2 in team fights just to get that extra poke. The Q2 also does have a slightly longer range. The W is it's just a laser beam from the sky. It hits twice and it puts the mark on the enemy. This is really important because this is where you get all of your bar back. The passive basically makes it so she doesn't use any mana, but she does have a bar of energy. And once the bar goes down, you're gonna be in that recharge state, kind of like Adina. If you guys have ever played Adina before, where you do have to recharge after you use uh all your sigils.
Mhm.
And then we do have her E, which is gonna be her dash, and it does like all of these skills do end up using your resource, which is your bar, except for your W and your ultimate. So gonna have to watch out when you're spamming your Q and your dash. Your dash does also end up going up in cost every time you use it until you fully reset or the full cooldown of it goes away, which is about I think 4 seconds. And in her ultimates, this is where a lot of your damage comes from, and it's just a really, really good ability, especially since it's given to a backline mage with a lot of mobility already. It is a ultimate where you just jump into the air, you shoot a lot of bullets from above. It's a huge AoE circle, and you just do a lot of damage if the enemy does end up staying in it. But I think the big thing is that you become untargetable. So you basically get a free get out of jail free card when someone kind of jumps on you, or if you want to dodge out on a key ability from an opponent.
Mhm. Awesome. And then at the bottom here we have the skill leveling here. So what is the order of the skills that we go?
Yeah, so obviously your first level always wants to be your mobility skill. Never forget that because you always just want to use it to, do your route faster. But you want to be maxing your passive first on this character. The passive matters a lot because it makes it so your marks do more damage, but it also makes it so your energy bar becomes bigger, so you're actually able to use a lot more abilities in team fights. And then you just want to max your Q, your main damaging ability. It's just like your little laser beam that you'll keep shooting. You'll probably shoot this maybe 5 to 10 times a fight. So yeah, you definitely want to make sure this is maxed out. And then your W just for extra damage. And also reduces the cooldown as well of your W. And you want to have your W up as much as possible, just because you want to get more marks off, so you could reset, or so you could keep proccing your marks, so you get your bar back.
Mhm.
And then just your dash at the very end, just for a tiny bit extra damage. Your dash doesn't really matter. You don't really need to upgrade this ability. All it really does is it gives you slightly more damage, because you do get a little uh, auto attack that does a tiny bit more damage after you use it as well.
Cool. Yeah, and then anything else you wanted to talk about here before we move on to the practice tool?
I guess the crossbow skill is really
Mhm.
important. We didn't really talk about crossbow skill as a skill in general. This ability is really strong if you could use this, or if you could utilize it correctly. You could crossbow still someone into the wall. They're stunned for 2 seconds. They get knocked back, and it pairs really well with Justyna's kit because you're just able to just bombard them with your abilities right after.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to see if we can see that in action here. We can probably jump into the practice tool now and take a look at what the route looks like. I'll ask some questions along the way, and then we'll take a look at her abilities one more time so we can kind of see what they look like. And if you have any tips or tricks, we can run through it then.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really say I'm the best Justyna, but I've definitely put some hours on this character, so I could teach you guys how to play. She is a pretty high skill ceiling character, just
Hmm.
because she does have a lot of skill expression involved with her spacing, and dodging out on abilities, dodging out on key abilities with like her dashes. She has a lot of mobility. Probably one of the most mobile characters in the game, and yeah, it's pretty tough to kind of match. You basically sort of have to match opponent's movements with like your E and your Q together. So just in general, your E and your Q. So when you are using your Q, you can use your E as well. So you could sort of follow your opponents and where they're going. So yeah, but for the build, basically, we're gonna start in pond. We go to stream and hospital. So we spawned here, but we're gonna just path over to a closer distribution. Just gonna grab all our items here, use our dashes whenever we can. So she runs really fast because of her dash and her passive. So she basically has like a 0 second dash until you run out of the bar.
Hmm.
Just gonna keep using our dashes. And then when you do run out of bar, you get that movement speed as well from her passive. So she is able to just go really quick.
It's kind of convenient.
Yeah, right? So you go really fast. You should have your build done basically like 20 seconds before wolf spawn. So like at the 120 mark. So at this mark, like I should be full build. But obviously, we did get stalled out a little bit at the start there because I was basically explaining something.
Hmm.
Wow, I think we're still gonna have our build done before wolf spawn here. Yeah, and right as wolves timing spawn. So usually I should be like 10 to 20 seconds before. Oh, I think oops.
It's okay. We
Yeah,
forgot to
I think I
check.
missed I think I missed a gemstone, but like usually that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
shouldn't happen. So if you do like miss craft, or if you do like miss something, you can just call it in as well. Don't worry too much about it. Don't like make sure you don't stay in zones for too long, because you want to make sure you're getting your build at a reasonable pace. Minus 15, it doesn't really matter. It's only 15 credits. You'll basically get that back throughout the game. You might miss out on your 4 score timing buy, but like usually you usually don't get that anyways.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Army speed, that's pretty good.
yeah, the speed on the build is really fast, and you just want to look for anyone finishing their build up in hospital. Hospital is a pretty nice spot to look to find players in the early game, just because a lot of builds do end in hospital, so you could maybe get those early game kills.
So, and then yeah, so is there anything else that you prep for on the route, like for transitions wise? Is there anything that you're looking to grab, or do you just kind of grab that all afterwards?
Personally, I grab it afterwards, but you shouldn't. You can't grab the D skill prep right here. D skill is gonna be your first upgrade. It's a really strong item on Justyna. That Kevin, that 50% armor pen is really nice because her base numbers are are already pretty high in itself. So getting an extra armor pen is really good. So yeah, you could get like once you've done your build, just get your D skill prep here. You're gonna make sure you get your D skill as your first item. And then you're gonna want to contest Tree of Life, Meteor, for your first objectives, and then you could just slam Iron Maiden or Assault and Servant, whichever one you get in the early game.
Awesome. Do you usually alt mutant dogs, or are we just doing that part for fun?
Oh no, I was just doing
Uh,
fun. You do not want to animals.
No, all good. Yeah, okay, so let's move on to the abilities one more time here. Let's just actually take a look at what they actually look like now that we're in the game, so people can kind of get
Yeah.
more insight on that.
So W, 2 lasers from the top. You always want to use this ability first if you can, because this puts the mark on your opponent, and it also slows them, so it makes it so your Q follow-up is easier to connect. So you always want to go W and Q together. Let me spawn dummy real quick. So your W, and then you Q them. Letting your Q also decreases your cooldown on your W as well. So yeah, the basic. She's a pretty simple character, which is why I said she has a really low skill floor. She's really easy to understand. But the main skill expression on this character is using your dashes with your Qs together, like that, to kind of track your opponent, and to make sure you space your opponent out well. Kind of like Pistolaya in a sense, but I would say a lot more skill expressive than her.
A little bit more skill expressive than our season 1 counterpart here. Someone did actually ask earlier if Justyna is comparable to Crit Carla.
Crit Carla?
I don't know if this is like a...
Who asked that?
I was like, maybe there's a joke I'm missing here.
Yeah, because I was playing Crit Carla or like I was I've been a pretty big shill for Crit Carla just because I like played it one day, but
It's funny. Someone did ask, what is the value of prepping Q2 versus just going in for Q1?
The Q2 is longer, so you're
Okay.
able to. So your Q2 is like slightly shorter, but your Q2 you're gonna be able to get like a longer range poke. It's just if you're playing for the poke game, because your Q1 kind of have to like dash or be a little farther up, but your Q2 you're able to just get some pretty long range poke if they're really far away. Usually you don't prep it, but sometimes you could, like if you're playing like a really drawn out poke battle.
Okay. Awesome. And is there anything else you wanted to touch on here? It looks like, yeah, we talked about QWE. Ultimate, anything fancy with that? I mean, we kind of talked about it a little bit, but...
Yeah, so the reason why crossbow skill is so strong, because you like crossbow skill them, and then you just dump all your abilities onto them, and they're stunned here. They take a lot of damage. Your ultimate is just mainly used either for follow-up, so if you ever see someone, being locked down in CC, you can just throw your ultimate on. It does a lot of damage, so we can see base build here, how much damage this does. Oh, 1.6k. I mean, I know this W doesn't have any defense, so we can do like about 100 defense. Maybe see how much more damage or how much damage that does. About 100 damage. And if you get all ticks on them, yeah, still about 1.5k damage right onto the back line or right onto a squishy unit that will probably one-shot them. So yeah, it's quite a bit of damage. And another thing as well is you always want to be weaving in your auto attacks with using your E just for the extra damage too.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that the E gets? Is just extra damage, right? It doesn't do anything else.
It's kind of like the Eva E, where yeah, it's just extra damage with laser auto attack.
Okay, awesome. Oh, cool. Well, is there anything else you wanted to highlight on here before we move on to the next portion?
I don't think so. I think I explained most of the character because this character, again, relatively simple, but you know the skill expression just comes from her movement in a team fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no like, yeah, so you talk about how W into Q is really the most important. There's nothing else you have to worry about, like, comboing into each other, right? It's mostly just
Yeah,
proccing the
yeah.
passive.
Talking the pass, well, like yeah, it's just hitting your skill shots and then making sure your Q connects with like your dashes. So let's say someone's running away, you could make sure you follow up, or you could like space them out. So like right there, for example, if someone's like jumping on top of you, you could Q and then you could E backwards, which does damage, and then you shouldn't get hit by their CC. So it's mainly like this character is just kind of like a reactionary based character where you kind of have to make sure you're reacting to your opponent and
Um,
spacing well, kind of like Adriana.
yeah. I think we talked a little bit about this earlier, but we'll refresh it. Someone was asking. They asked, does WQ get the instances of refund from your W, or do you have to auto to get both refunded?
Hold on. Let me. Can you explain that again? Sorry.
It says, does WQ get the instances of refund from your W? So I think they're asking how the refund.
A refund works from
Yeah.
your refund from your which one which ability, because you
It'll
get
depend on what's proccing the mark, doesn't it?
so your W, when you Q, it reduces your W cooldown,
Mm-hmm.
and the mark gives you bar back, if that's what they're asking. It's just Q reduces W.
Okay.
That's about it.
And then someone also was asking what the best itemization for her is. Is it just the traditional skill amp, or maybe kind of
It would
talked
be
about it
this. Yeah,
earlier?
yeah. We already talked about it earlier. You want to be running armor pen on this character. Her amp skillings are not as high as other mages, and her base numbers are really high. So you just want to go full, armor pen and more like damage amp than the traditional, percent amp builds.
Mhm.
It was tested quite a lot on this character. I think people originally tried to go like percent amp and like blood cloak, but I think this side of the build is a lot better. Just because like I said, her numbers aren't as high as other mages, and her base numbers are really high, so you just want that armor pen to do more damage. And she also doesn't have any amp scaling outside of just raw damage, right? Like other characters like Sua or like Adina, they have abilities that heal and give shields. So that's why, percent amp is better on those characters, because they get more value from like other abilities and they have some more utility. But since this character just has raw damage, armor pen is definitely the way to go.
And then I don't know if we talked about it a little bit, but just in case if someone did ask, what about cooldown reduction on the character? How important do you think that is?
Yes, yes, yes. So there has been a debate like at the start of the character's release where, what's the point of running cooldown when all it does is reduce the W CDR and R CDR, but it matters a lot. The W is basically how you can start resetting your abilities and managing your bar in a team fight. You want to make sure, the W cooldown is really low. And when an ability has a low cooldown and it also gets reduced by another ability, it just makes it so you could spam your abilities that much more. Kind of like Sua, right? Like you always want CDR on the character because even though you have an ability like your passive that reduces the CDR of your other skills, you still want your CDRs to be low enough to make sure you're able to just use them consistently throughout a team fight.
Awesome. I think we kind of highlighted a lot of the questions here for the practice tool part. Yeah, I think if you're ready to go to get some games in, we could definitely do that next here. I hear we'll have a special guest here with us as well. So yeah, if you're ready to go, we can move on to the next portion here.
All right, let's go straight into it.
Okay, sounds good. I will gather the people that we need. Wait, where's the other person that I need? Where is he? I will invite you guys here. All right. Someone was asking, is she a real hero in your opinion?
Be a real hero. She's a hero in my heart.
No, that's kind of real. I like that. All right. Let's see here. Is he online? I have another fun caster of ours joining us here once he hops on. We did kind of highlight this a little bit, but yeah, we'll go over her ulti again. Someone was asking if her ult is an iframe.
It is, yeah. So that's why she's really strong as a backliner as well. She has that just invincibility iframe for 2 seconds. So if someone's jumping on top of you, right, you just press your ultimate and you're safe. And another thing is as well, if you are getting dived by, let's say, some melees, so like an Isaac or I don't know, like a Suo or like a Lien, they usually have to spend their mobility to get on top of you. So when you ultimate, you're invincible, right? You can't be targeted, and their mobility skills are down, so your ultimate usually connects most of the damage. So yeah, that's why I think her ultimate is probably one of the best abilities in the game.
So, all right, I'm going to start the queue here while we continue to answer questions. Someone was asking, does she still take any damage from Daniel's ult in midair?
Oh, she does. She does. She's not invincible in the alt, but she's untargetable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she'll still take the damage and whatnot.
Yeah, it's kind of like Garnet's ultimate, where she'll she's still she's like untargetable, but yeah, if you put like a dot on her, then she'll still take the damage.
So, this is a fun part now. I get to ask, what kind of team comps do you think she's really, would she really shine in?
I think right now, because she does so much damage, probably a support and a tank.
Oh my gosh, I think Meek and I can do that for ya.
She does a lot of damage, and she's just able to solo carry team fights right now. But personally, I'm not as good on the character as some other players. But yeah, like
Oh no, it's okay.
I'll probably say Jas is better than me on he's. It looks like this is his type of character, because he did play a lot of Pistol Aya.
Okay, yeah, and the similarities, yeah, coming through there. It's a little bit of a shout out I see to someone else here. Well, hopefully, Meek and I don't let you down, and hopefully this goes well here. This is the comp that you said
We'll
should
be
be
fine.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, you think has some combo potential. I mean, you got like the
freeze, and I
CP.
just rip my ultimate into like the freeze combo. Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
then that
chill, it's chill.
person probably dies before the ulti even hits because sometimes that happens here, but it's okay.
Yeah, having that set up and like just having that frontline tank, I think is really needed on this character. I mean, she can basically solo, or like on this character is kind of like Pistol, where you just want to walk up and you just want to get some poke off and do damage, because you do have that safety of having the dash to dash backwards.
Mm-hmm.
But having set up is always just really really nice to have.
Oh yeah, for sure on any mage here. Someone asked, does this show cover counterplay versus a featured character? It might. I mean, who knows? You might run into someone that really throws us for a loop here. I mean, we can kind of talk about that a little bit. Like, what characters do you think are good into Justyna?
Ooh, right now, I don't know. Like, this character is just really strong. It's really hard to play to this character if they're playing really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely the best character by far currently. So
You're here to get your RP play Justyna. I better see 8 of them in my ranked games later tonight.
oh, I don't know about that. She
We will
is,
see.
yeah.
Well, I guess if she had any like big weaknesses, since we can't really think of characters, I guess what would the weaknesses be? Would it be like a team comp thing, or like is there something that she struggles against? If you could think of anything.
Hmm. I guess it would be like her downtime and like the way she has to position in a team fight, because she always needs to make sure she's like relatively close.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if the player's playing really well, it's like kind of hard, because they'll just be able to like dodge your skills with their E, and kind of navigate the team fights well. I think once their numbers go down, or once there is more room, so I feel like the way they're probably going to change the character is maybe make her bar cost more, or give her more downtime in her downtime
Mm-hmm.
form. And I think once they do that, there'll be more windows to punish her as a character.
Okay, I see. So not very punishable at the time. Is there any team
Yeah.
comps you think that are bad for her?
bad. I would say she kind of fits into a lot of. I would say she fits into like every team comp. Honestly, I guess maybe dive is gonna be a little hard or a little harder, but
Hmm.
she can still also follow up because she does have those. She does have like a decent amount of mobility in her skills, and I'd say pretty long range as well.
Okay. So she seems pretty all around. I was gonna say, seeing her in like a triple range comp could be interesting. She kind of fit that bill since she seems to play
I
kind
think
of
she'd be
solo
fine
heavy.
in triple range. Yeah, since she is able to slowly walk up and just poke the enemy.
Hmm. All right, we'll have to see how that goes here. All right, somebody even did ask, "Hi, what are their thoughts on triple backline?" We kind of look at that. We're ahead of the game.
Yeah, I think she's definitely fine
Um,
in triple backline.
yeah, no, I can see that for sure. What would you prioritize for your first, I guess,
Item?
objective? Objective and item,
Oh,
yeah. We can kind of talk about it again.
I think I think either is fine. You go Iron Man or Sultans. I would probably go Tree. I think Sultans is better just because you want to get that heal cut online. You don't have any heal cut without the Sultan Servant. So
Okay. That would make sense. Yeah, having heal cut on that item has been really, really nice. Opens up a
yeah,
lot of
and
avenues.
she has really she's a really good applier for heal cut just because she has a lot of AoE damage. Her cooldowns are really short, so if you get heal cut, I'll probably always be online. Maybe look for some damage here. I think he'll probably get away. Yeah, we just grabbed the farm this side.
Is farming
So I
ever
can
an
just
issue on her?
no, she does a lot. So, but you might run into like killing bears just because her damage is like sort of AoE, but she could basically farm relatively easily.
All right. That is good to know. I could just keep going off doing my own thing right now. Where's Meek? Oh, he's coming.
Yeah, she's also really fast at farming as well, just because of how you could position when you're routing.
Hmm.
See like how like I'm walking away already while I'm still doing damage to the enemy. So she's able to just farm like really fast. Yeah, we just want to rotate around and get all the s- the bears and the mutant packs, on this rotation. We could go to pond, maybe grab this. I'm gonna grab the cube here, and then we could maybe contest for like cemetery tree.
Someone did ask, I've kind of highlighted it a little bit, but what's your thoughts on
Oh,
Blood Cloak? Actually, we can talk about that after.
the ultimate double freeze. There's all the damage coming in. Make sure you space well here on the character. And then she also has a really good chase, so I could. Oh, he's gonna use her ult. Because she has like infinite slows on her W and her Q, you're just able to infinitely chase someone down. All right, not bad. And then we could maybe play for the tree here.
All right. First team fight done. Okay, so we were going to talk about Blood Cloak here. Someone is asking about Blood Cloak. What are your
Yeah, the
opinions
Blood
on
Cloak
it?
persona. I think originally I was a fan of that build, but I think it's probably a lot faker than just the armor pen build. I think the armor pen build is just really strong, just because her numbers are pretty low. You don't want to really
Mhm.
build Blood Cloak if you're not building percent amp, but I think if you're building percent amp this character, it's probably like incorrect, just because you want to get that armor pen since her base numbers are pretty high.
Okay. So, why does she look like 3D Space Invaders? That's kind of true. She's kind of like, I mean, how do you feel about like her design, like in general? It's kind of
I like her a
interesting.
lot. I like her a lot.
Yeah.
I think she's really cute, and like she has like we don't have like a. I guess we do have Eva as a laser type character, but like having like another one is kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, she's almost like futuristic lasery. I mean, she got the giant these cannons. This is not what I was expecting either. When they said she's gonna be crossbow, it was not what I was expecting to see. But it's kind of a cool rendition of it.
There's a team coming in. Maybe we could look for this. I do want to buy my fourth score. First score, first buy is always really nice.
I am with you. Do not worry. Meek looks like he's fine. Surely?
Look for the Darko here.
Oh, that was a good blink.
Go away. Yeah. There's another team. I'm gonna drop a ward under us because they might come back. Have to be a little careful here. Could get 3-peed. Just watch our back here. Maybe go up. Okay, we cannot stay. We cannot stay. We go. Fortunately, I wasn't able to call my 4th score. Usually, if you could get your first 4th score buy-in on like this timer before the next objective, you should be really strong. Oh, thank you. Perfect.
He's a listener.
Yeah, so usually you want to save for 4th score if you can. In like competitive play, you should be able to like farm up correctly, get your 4th score buys. In ranked, it's a little harder just because you know, people aren't farming like as efficiently. But on this rotation, if you do have your 4th score buy-ins, if your team all about 4 scores, being up 3-4 scores is pretty strong. You know, it's like you basically are just gonna be able to steamroll your opponents. Just 3 items alone. We get the mithril here. Let's go our weapon. Cataclysm weapon is really strong. Cataclysm just as a passive in general is probably one of the best passives. It's just free extra AoE damage.
It has been very strong indeed. Look at that, you're sitting well off. Someone was asking if the armor pen is like necessary for doing damage to tanks, but from what it sounds like, it's just like necessary in general.
It's just necessary in general.
Yeah.
Again, because of the way armor pen works in this game, like having the Dragon skill plus Iron Maiden is just really strong. Just because the game calculates percent or reduces defense through percent first and then does the flat after. So.
All right. We're using the pinging system.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you you communicate with your teammates. Go over here for the box. Just make sure we're rotating for these objectives. And then now what I do, like I always make sure I'm looking at my teammates' credits as well. It looks like we're pretty close to getting like our next buy-in. So I'm gonna use this to get only one invisible.
There's a lot going on. I just hear a lot of noises. I am not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about characters like Shoichi? I mean, you could have almost got cooked there.
Shoichi, yeah. I think Shoichi. The problem is though, right? Shoichi in theory should count this character, but if you just press your R, like while they are, their damage is basically gone. But they can like follow up. Like if they do follow up on your land, so if they ult it close enough to you, they could probably still kill you. It's really hard to kind of hit that character.
All right, guys, we found the recipe to defeating the menace. We all have to pick up Shoichi.
Yeah, but Shoichi's pretty hard. Like.
Yeah, no, that is fair. Someone asked earlier, it's funny, maybe some competition was asking what team comps does she struggle into. I mean, we kind of tried to talk about it a little bit, but she seems pretty hard to counter pretty consistently.
Yeah, she has a lot going for her right now, but once her stuff comes down a little bit, like there's definitely going to be more windows to counter her. Like I would say dive, but she does just have her ultimate to, you know, give her that immunity and that iframe for her team to maybe come in, and you know, it does also just do a lot of damage when you do dive into her. So I do think she does struggle into a good dive though. Like if even through the ultimate, once you come down from the ultimate, because you're kind of like a sitting duck in the ult. Oh wow.
Oh my gosh.
I'm ready full build, so you guys can take. But yeah, you are kind of a sitting duck in the ult. So once you come out of it, they could also have that window to kill you.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. Looks like you can move a little bit during the ulti, but not enough to really get out of any danger if they're like right on you.
Yeah, exactly.
How is this character's take at doing like Alpha and Omega? Pretty good. I mean, it seems farming's pretty.
Yeah, her damage is just really high, so should be pretty easy. We could actually just go over to Omega, looks like, because it should be free. Ideally, you just want to play for the box here, but because we could see that the cube is still there in school. We know there's not a team there, so we could just go over and take it. There's something that like you sort of pick up on, right? Like if you ever see a cube up in a zone, it usually means the zone's free. Because obviously, if there's a cube there, like someone would have just walked to grab it, right? So that should mean the Omega's free here. Unless someone just like walked in.
Yeah. Is it true that her ulti can kill Wick at 2k HP?
Yeah. I mean, I think her ult does do like about 2k. So, you guys can take this.
Okay, we can test it.
There was a team over here as well when we saw flying in, so we could take this team fight too.
Okay, I got this. I'm walking up. Where are they?
Make sure you check your vision corners so you don't get vision played. There's a lot of ways people can play vision. I know Meek was a big fan of that back in the day.
Enjoyer.
Yeah, the connoisseur of vision play. We saw a lot of that in ERCS in recent times too. A lot of cheeky stuff going on with people lately.
Yeah. It's good because that means people are like getting better and they're like playing around vision. I actually got caught by one in the ERCS this Saturday, so.
Yeah, I think it was actually in Fire Station. That's why I thought of it.
Yeah.
The Wall Warlord. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let's see. So, I mean, your transitions are online.
They're pretty strong here. We do have enough credits to buy, but we could just look for this team because they're relatively weak, I would say, compared to us. Well, they're about like the same items, but we could look. They're split right now, so maybe we could look. Oh, they're regrouping now. I'm trying to make sure I stay out of. Yeah, the ultimate does so much damage if you can connect it. It's actually kind of crazy.
Oh, I didn't even notice we were in red. It's okay, Meek. Push forward. Oh.
Good luck.
Onwards. Forwards.
Does he have a ward? Oh, he jumped down. All right, not bad, not bad. We could buy here. I think you guys can buy some stuff.
Wow.
You got a lot of money.
I guess.
Who wants a blood?
I think it goes to the professor.
You want the blood professor?
Showcase
what the
sure,
blood
sure. Why not? I'll take the blood.
What's
just
the
play for line coming?
usage of choice?
Oh, it's just a weapon.
Weapon for the armor pen?
Yeah, you just get a lot more damage.
Yeah, makes sense.
Also, you could go upper mass if you want to be more defensive. Get that 10 extra defense is kind of nice. But I think playing like a character like Justyna, you're playing it for the damage, right? So you just want to do as much damage as possible.
I also have brought you something.
Axial, thank you.
Can we watch your professor solo Wick? I mean, yeah, sure, why not?
Should be able to, I think. Can I?
We're about to find out.
We'll go on patrol.
Yeah, there's a Shochi coming.
Yeah, I'm on patrol.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that Shoichi's terrified of you.
He's scared of me too.
Oh yeah, I'm on patrol.
I'll see how long it takes.
What are we doing?
So did it kill at 2k health? Was the
I did
legend
about
true?
1.6k, so I don't think 2k would have been enough, or like 2k would have been a little too much.
Yeah. All right, well, he got the Wickle line. How do you say is her chase potential?
It's really good. It's really good because her W and her Q2 both slow, so you just you just keep spamming it, and they really can't get away from you unless they have like a lot of mobility. But like for instance, like Garnet, you could chase her like indefinitely.
Mm-hmm. He did solo it though. 2 FC's Blood Tree and Meteor was all it took. That is true.
I mean, I took no damage from it. I'm pretty sure I could solo on purple just because she has so much mobility. You basically don't get hit by the wick line.
Yeah, yeah. That is very true.
You just keep resetting it, but it would take like a lot longer. Like in that time frame, someone could easily come and third party you.
Oh, that's a little awkward.
Another attack skill. We're all level 3, unfortunately.
Time for him to get back into practice for Shurichi, yeah. Dude, the Shurichi, like, Wiccaline takes things were so fun to watch. That was, like,
Alright, let's look
game on hard mode. Yeah, we will...
here. Oh, we just go for this guy then. Oh, Shoichi.
Oh, you got that. Oh, there's another team actually right here.
Shoichi on this side.
Hey, we have to come back to you.
Help, help.
I'm here.
Oh shit, I'm dead.
Oh, I am not there in time. It's okay. Okay, Meek?
Mission Impossible.
It's okay, we get the res, we get the res. Uh-oh.
At Lumi? Yeah.
Yo, this guy is a menace.
Yeah, I think I used my ult a little too early there. You guys don't want to do that.
You guys did not want to... It's okay. Oh, wait, come back, Meek. Meek, come back. Meek?
Lumi is coming up. Maybe you guys can get the res on Lumi.
Okay. It's okay to see me.
Yo!
Oh, I don't think you're gonna let you get the res there.
Yo!
Meek.
It's okay. No, there's a world where... There's a world where you can get out of this. Dude. Personally, I would never leave Lucy here. You know, sometimes you gotta do a little bit of limit testing to see what could happen.
Yeah.
And you know, I think we figured out your counter.
Yeah, if Ashoshi can if Ashoshi gets on top of you, it's pretty tough. But I did use my ultimate like a little too early there because Ashoshi can just one shot you.
No, that was my fault. I abandoned the professor. I went the other way, and then we ran into another team.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is. You know, we just really wanted to get the second game in. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll mix it up this time. So we did like the support tank, you know, hyper mage carry comp. What would be the next thing on the menu?
That is a good question. That is a good question.
I have a request for a triple backline.
We could try. We could try that. I think
I can't
as well.
I can't imagine what Meek will play in triple backline, but we can give it a whirl.
I got some things up my sleeve. Don't worry about me.
I think the triple backline can be kind of interesting. I mean, there's a lot of fun things you could play.
Yeah.
Yes, Ghost. It was one of the esports backgrounds. They did really good this season on them. Very clean. But yes, any other questions you guys have, we can definitely answer them while we're still here. It looks like we have the build code pinned for anyone that does need it. That most of the Justynas are actually running across all of the regions, so feel free to pick that up. It'll have everything you need in it. And yeah, any other questions? I'm trying to look back to see if I missed any, so I apologize if I did. Let's see. Let's take a peek. I see a lot of people talk about the Shuichi. That's crazy. We got some new talent coming in.
Yeah, I mean, he actually played that pretty well.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, if I ulted first before crossbow skill, I think that probably would have been better because I think I crossbow skilled him away, and then I tried to use ult for the invincibility. But yeah, once the Shuichi gets to the top of you, it is a little tough. But he did play that really well.
Oh, here. Someone said, how do we feel about Queen of Hearts' prominence in Taproots?
So 40% CDR is fine, but it's not a priority on the character, I would say. 30% CDR is enough, and you kind of just want to do more damage.
So I was asking, is this a superior pocket pick? Is ever going to see this come out at all?
Probably not. You're probably gonna see it from Just if we are gonna be playing this in competitive.
Oh god,
I probably will be playing this character in ranked like a little bit here and there though, because she is kind of fun.
yeah.
And I don't really have a mage under my belt or like a good mage that I like playing, aside from maybe Hyejin.
It's like hard because I'm like trying to think. I'm like, okay, so traditionally I would have played like Hedged or something, but I gotta play something where I can still yap quite a bit and look on the side here. So, but okay, see what else do we have here? Oh yeah, someone did. Yeah, someone kind of piggybacked off of that question earlier. If Justyna is at the same level for finals of ERCS, will she be played at all? I see that we mentioned Jast for that one. We also had a side question of what about the crit Carla?
Game 6 checkpoint. You know, the quick color might be coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, in all seriousness, I think if Justyna is still like really strong, we actually might put Jest on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Be a nice little mix up for sure. Write that down, someone says. Write that down. All right, so this time we're on triple backline. So if you're in like a triple backline comp, are you looking to do anything differently? Or are you just kind of still playing the same?
Yeah, you like I'm gonna have to be like a little farther up, and I have to be the one in the front line to poke, basically.
Yeah, it's up to you and Meek. I'm just here for the party.
She has really good poke. So if you just walk up and you just throw W's in your Q's, make sure you're safe as well for with your E's. Should be able to just swing your team fights. Just put the HP advantage into your favor for the triple backline team, because that's the whole shtick for playing triple backline. Is you just play for picks or you just play for HP advantage.
When you get a chance, someone is wanting to look at her dance.
Oh sure.
Anything good there? They might have been stepping up the game.
I kind of forgot what her dance was, or like I don't know exactly where what the reference is from. There was a Korean YouTuber that I saw that showed a reference to like all the dances and like exactly like where they're from. Like I think Vanya has like the recent Vanya skin has like a little K-pop dance or something.
Oh yeah, the Vanya ones are really good.
I think my favorite is Darkos. Darko does like the slick back.
Yeah. That's interesting. Out of all of them, it's Darko. That's interesting. Are Norms gamers the strongest in ER? You know, they might be. If you think about it, they play a completely different game than everyone else.
You could check and see. He does. Yeah, I don't know where this ass is from.
I'm probably the worst person to ask you. I have no idea where it's from either. I'm sure someone in the chat will chime in soon, and they'll know. And then everyone will get their answer.
Oh, could TP over. Oh my god, the sun into the wall?
Oh no.
Oh! Backup's here. Backup's here. They also got backup too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Her chase is like really, really strong. Yeah, she just has so much range and so much slowing potential.
Yeah, so what is it that slows in her kit? It's her W, right?
Her W and her Q2. So this,
Okay.
and then her second laser, her big laser.
Mm-hmm. Does the slow go up with levels?
It's let's see. Does not.
Okay. I was
no,
actually
it does,
curiosity on my part.
It does.
It does?
It goes to 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. That is pretty valuable. I was like, yeah, that was actually a question from my end because I actually wasn't sure.
Yep.
Oh, someone said it's a Deadpool dance.
Oh, right. So someone did tell me that. I kind of forgot.
No? Try to see if me can hit the Jenny combo.
Yeah, not. Look, we're warming up. Warm up game. Warm up. Warm up fight. We don't need a game.
All right, so we talked about team comps a bit. We talked about objectives. What else is there? How do you feel that she like is her strongest point in the game? Like, do you feel like her early game is really strong compared to like the midpoint or anything like that, or like what are your thoughts?
She's just strong all around.
She's strong all around.
She's just really, really good right now. So I think her best point is probably her early game though. Her early game, she does a lot.
Mhm.
But she definitely has a really nice round to the mid to late game as well, just because yeah, she just does a lot of damage.
Is she
Oh,
heavily
you're
reliant on? Oh, just kidding. We are not able to talk about that yet.
We could take it. Oh, another team.
Wait, I'm having a chance to talk about it. I'm gonna have to hold my thoughts. This guy did the totem tech? You watch Yasui Professors.
Wow.
Anyways. Oh my gosh, I don't even have a chance to even talk here as fights are going on non-stop. How reliant do you feel she is on transitions? Like, if she doesn't get her transitions, is she gonna be relatively far behind?
Yeah, I would say so. Kind of needs items to do damage to the late game. Kind of like any DPS backliner, you kind of need to make sure you're getting your transitions up. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Is there any resources to learning the game? Yeah, so
Yeah, they actually
have a lot.
just they actually just posted a how to play thing in game now, right? With the
Oh, yeah.
like all the new tips and everything, which I think is really nice.
Yeah, they just redid the, I believe it was like the tutorial.
Yeah.
So that's been updated, so that's been really nice. It's really hard to talk while this is going on.
Oh, kind of missed my ult. My bad.
Yeah, so the tutorial just got recently updated. I know there's some YouTube content out there as well. There's stream content galore. Super is one of the people that do stream. We have stuff like this that we try to do with new characters to show what they do. There's also a giant Discord that people try to keep updated information on characters in. Someone could probably post that in the chat if they'd like to as well. But yeah, and then I think the easiest way just to learn in general is just like asking around. A lot of people in Twitch chats are more than willing to help and give other opinions and other things they can do to help. But Super is in another fight, it looks like. Well, Mika's just buying here.
I'll be able to win here.
Come
It's
on
okay,
my
we were
way.
chilling.
Oh my god. So close.
Sorry, I'm frontlining.
Oh, here, do you want this?
Yeah, sure, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's just buy here. We have a lot of money.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Lonely Wolf posted it here, I believe. My Discord's been a lot of help as well.
First time getting our D skill, then we're gonna use our mithril to get the weapon as well. And then looks like we have a lot of objectives still up that we can maybe look for. Let's go fire station. It's because there's a purple box spawning nearby as well. Oh, there's a team
Sounds
here.
good. That's a little bit.
I thought his parry would go a little farther forward, but looks like he got caught on the car.
Oh, that's another good thought. Yeah, someone mentioned watching scrims. That's another really good resource as well to see what people are doing there. You guys got that. Or if you have any questions now too, feel free to ask. It doesn't even have to be completely related to the new character. If you just have questions in general about the game, we can definitely answer them while we're here.
Yeah.
That is what we're here for. We do not mind. Oh, yeah, I see here more context. I understand getting build and such is hard. It come from League. But the team fighting in this game is really hard. I mean, I guess do you want to highlight on that? I mean, like, why would the team fighting in this game be relatively hard? I know vision has a lot to do with it in this game, and the potential of getting, like, third-partied and whatnot.
I think it's because the characters are built around 3v3 more than like the 5v5, so your characters are doing a lot more damage, and the windows are like a lot shorter. It's not like drawn out team. It's not like drawn out team fights. Like the team fights happen like really quick, right?
Yeah.
That's probably like the reason. So you just have to make sure like you're always on your toes and making sure you're like not getting hit.
I'm always on my toes, don't you worry.
Is it Tazia? Are they fighting here? I think they are. Yeah. Oh, Shoichi again.
Not again.
All right, we see Omega spawn. We can go Omega in hotel here.
Yeah, I've been playing Isolate. It's really fun to play with my roommates, but we'll miss position if someone gets one shot. Yeah, that's kind of what Superior is kind of talking about, with the damage being a lot higher in this game. So positioning is very, very important.
We gotta take two. Get on, get on.
Oh. Okay.
Lucy!
I'm going!
Make sure we drop in a safe spot. So over here, and then we can just walk in.
Oh. Alright. Oh, this is a little bit scary. It's okay, they got their eyes on Beak. That was a good stasis. It dodged out on my ult.
Oh, he jumped in. Yeah, so triple balance works on this character just because she has so much far range poke that like if they're trying to get in, you just do like half their HP like before they even have a chance.
It seems like you have a lot of safety too with your ult.
Yeah, with the ult and the dashes as well. What do you guys can take this? Which is why like triple range isn't actually bad on this character.
Oh yeah, if Aqua could repost the link because she's the best, that would be awesome. I think I did try to look to see and make sure it didn't get to, or I tried to like repost it, but I think I might have goofed. Thank you.
I hear someone here. Kiara. Jester. Next song on.
I'm not there. You guys are in a 2v3. That's okay, you guys got it, I believe.
Not bad, not bad.
That's the voice clip you use on your announcer pack. Not bad.
Oh, coming. Yeah, you can. There's like a lot of stuff you can do with like the V-pad, like there, how I opened the V-pad to uh-oh. To get a camera real quick.
These guys took my box!
Oh,
I missed.
close.
Yeah, the V-pad being there has been really nice. Can buy items mid-fight. Oh.
I'll do this. The ultimate does so much damage. You play for Wick Line, it's gonna spawn either school or forest from it.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh, team behind us.
It's Arda from earlier. Alright, I'm a good vision, because I have learned today that
The
vision...
the cameras are not ours, so... Oops, I bought these by accident.
Alright, this one might be a long question. How do you generally deal with comps that have two ranged bullies slash good kiters as the only frontliner on a team who can engage if you got two ranged teammates yourself? So I guess it's more of like a general question, like I guess it's more of like, how do you play
like as a tank, basically?
Yeah, tank or like the only frontliner in your team.
Yeah, playing like frontliner, playing as a tank, it's kind of like it's kind of like playing like as a dance. Like you have to weave in and out of the team fight, make sure like you don't take that much poke while your backliners are getting like the damage that they need. It's definitely not an easy job. Like everyone says playing tank is really easy. It definitely is easy, but like there's still like a lot of skill expression involved in like your how you're kiting
Mm-hmm.
and how you're positioning in the team fight. Because I see all the time where like some tanks, they just walk into the enemy, they take half their HP, and they're not in range for like me as the backliner to do damage back, right? So like there's definitely like still, you know, a lot of skill expression involved in playing like the tank role.
Oh. I saw my name, so I was trying to look, and then I almost got Shuichi, man. That was crazy. These Shuichis have been a menace.
All right, I'm ego chasing a Shuichi again. Surely I don't die. Okay, maybe all right, he's gone. All right, let's just buy.
All right. Oh, I think... Okay, this is like a question. Let's see. Me specifically question, what VODs are best to send in Character Hub coaching channel to see the most improvement? Did lots of rank games and stuck between Silver 1 and Gold 4 and never getting a clean win. I think the best thing to do is to send a game where you, I guess, feel the most lost, or you're not quite sure what went wrong. Most of the time, you're gonna want to send games that are maybe lost in like the mid to the later parts of the game and see why you couldn't close it out. I do know, I saw a Clisp in the chat. He does coaching streams as well. I know Super's done them in the past too.
Yeah, I might try them back up, but yeah, it has been a while since my last one.
So yeah, just any of those. I mean, really, you can learn a lot from any game that you've played that had been a loss. There's going to be a reason why the loss had happened. So really, any of them can be of good use. Just send the code with the request, and someone will take a look. Or if someone's doing a coaching stream, be more than welcome to post it in there as well, and they can give you some help. Or I know some people are more than willing to help through like DMs and stuff too.
I think my one tip to like new players or players who like aren't like as good is just learn how to eat food. If you learn how to eat food, you will be better than like a lot of these other
That is
players.
true.
You are down if you're not eating food like while in a team fight, you are playing like down 500 HP like every team fight, right? So
Mm-hmm.
just learn how to eat food. If you really don't want to learn how to do it, then just take Dine and Dash, like whatever, like there is that option for you if you don't know how to do it properly. But I see time and time again, like even in like some of like the highest lobbies in NA, where players they're just not taking food in the team fight.
Oh. Protect Meek!
Uh-oh. Oh, we win this, we win this.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's okay.
Nice.
Meek's life for the win.
Let's go.
Good
Eating
old
food
sweet
by
Coach
Achilles
Jenny
heel.
game.
Question, do I eat food if I take Dine and Dash and Carnivore? Yeah, you do. I believe Dine and Dash doesn't eat the most... Is it the one in the top left slot, or is it the best food in your inventory? I might have to look at the wording.
I think they changed it to top left. It was most before, and I think we would have to take a look at that again.
Yeah,
I
it is
think
top left.
it was
Okay, yeah.
it was highest before, but yeah, it's top left now. So if you just put like meat in there, then I'll just eat the meat. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Dine
yeah,
and
that's a
Dash,
good question.
Dine Dash and Carnivore is a good combo if you really don't like making food and you don't like eating the food yourself. So if you really struggle with eating food in a game, if you're not pressing that like at the very start of team fights, yeah, just take Dine and Dash. I mean, it is what it is, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta be playing down an augment, but like it's better than not eating food and being down 500 HP every team fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think Dine and Dash is totally fine, especially if you're running blue. 100%. I mean, a lot of people struggle with eating food. I think you're right. I think that is the biggest trouble. Everyone's like so concentrated on
Yeah.
every other part of the game, they kind of forget about like the one basic mechanic that
Yes,
can really turn
yes.
stuff.
Every time I did coaching, I think maybe about like 80% of players did not eat food correctly in a team fight, and that is like the biggest thing. Like you need to learn if you are playing this game. Just using your food like at the very start. The second you take damage, your food should be taken already.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, I'm just kind of browsing the chat here to see if there's any other questions. Uh. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, if there's any other questions, Alex, actually, I was just saying, thank you, production, for reminding me. Yeah, if there's any other questions you guys have, feel free to ask it now. It doesn't have to be questions related to Justyna, like I said earlier. It could just be questions about the game in general for any of the new players in the chat. Anything we can show you guys, too. I mean, we're more than happy to show you here quick before we wrap things up here. What's the point of the water? I don't think I've ever used it. Do you wanna hit on that one? The water you get in the beginning of the game?
Yeah, I would recommend just baking bread and tears early game, so you have early game. It's just for SP drinks if you do need that. Everyone, like most of the high low players, or just in general, like you just craft bread and tears. You have that early game team fighting, or like early game, I guess food to take like early 1v1s, right? If you do want to get those early game picks. So obviously early game kills will definitely speed up your game. You get more mastery, you get the extra credits, and obviously in ranked you get that juicy RP that you're looking for.
Yeah, 100%. I was gonna say, I usually just craft bread and tears relatively early with it. It's just, I mean, most characters in this game does use SP. I know there are some that don't. So some people just save the water for like the craftables that they can make later in the game if they get extra RNG. But I mean, I think just as a good rule of thumb, you can just make the bread and tears. You have an extra slot then because you get rid of the water in the slot, and then you're good to go. Yeah.
You just, and it's a green food as well, so you craft it instantly. Basically, you don't have to worry about it taking too much time. You just the second, like while you're doing your build, you just craft the bread as well, because you want to have some food to take early game fights.
Awesome. Well, is there anything? I guess the floor is now yours, Super. If you want to have any shout outs, anything else you want to say before we close up here?
Oh, are we finished here? Okay, yeah. I mean, I do stream myself on Twitch. Just Superior. One with the zero as an O. Unfortunately, the name was taken. It is what it is. And I will be casting this week as well for ERM. It will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday
Awesome.
in the morning. It's like at like 6 a.m. So I
Oh.
don't know if any of you guys will be up at that time because right now we are in the NA time zone, NA friendly time zone.
Hey, I mean, we love staying up for ERM. We can stay up for ranked. We can stay up for ERM. I mean, that's what I
That's true.
always
That's
say.
true.
Yeah. I did see one last question. I can answer it quick here before I close up. Foods to make during transition phase. I mean, you just gotta make whatever food you can on the route. The campfires make
Yeah,
the game really easy.
usually you just kill the wolves, you get the meat, and then you go to a campfire and make some steak. That's about it.
Yeah.
And or if like you're looting boxes, you have extra space, you could take like the herbs, you could take the garlic. If your character needs SP, you take whatever SP drinks and you just go to the campfire and just make it there.
Yeah, campfire food is definitely the easiest. Just anytime you
Yeah.
run by it, just make the campfire food. If you really want to get creative, I mean, I see a lot of people still making healing potions in like a pond, I believe it is.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah,
That's
flowers with
fine.
the herb and the bottle.
And then, if you're low on food, you see one of those nice red boxes. It's like an orange white box. They contain 6 pieces of food for you. So make sure you guys open those as well. The food boxes are just really nice if you are lacking.
Awesome. Well, I think that is all we have for you guys tonight. If you guys do have any more questions, feel free to ask in Discords or let us know, in future things here. But does this show also cover counterplay to the featured character? We did. Hey, you saw some
We
counterplay.
did we did say that. Yeah. There was Shoichi. Shoichi assassins that could get on top of the character. The thing is though, the character has a lot of ability, but I
Mhm.
think characters that are really sticky, like the assassins like Shoichi and Justyna, or sorry, and like Daniel, sorry, can probably maybe one shot Justyna. The problem is though is that she does have frame on her R, right? That frame on her R is just so strong. When you do get dived on, you do have that window where you could, slowly get away. Because what you could do on Justyna is you could, if they dive on top of you, you could throw your R down, move in the direction they're not going, or move away from them, and then you could also blink away. So that's like you could basically make a lot of distance, when you are getting dived on.
Yeah,
But
for sure
yeah,
here. Oh, one last question. Wait, he never answered. What is ideal Justina skin?
Justyna skin.
Yeah. If she had like a skin, like, and you're like, yeah, that'd be the one. What would it be?
Hmm. I don't know actually.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard one. I can never answer a question about skins. It's kind of difficult.
I mean I really liked this season. Like Legion season skins were good. You know me,
Mhm.
I'm a bunny girl enjoyer, so bunny girl Justina.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, and then
All
yeah, make
right.
sure you make sure you claim your
We could show you
background.
guys the background. So in game there's an event going on right now. 240 hours, or sorry, minutes. You just have to play 240 minutes in the event mission. You get the Justina and Hisui background. And we could put it on for you guys to show you. It's
Boom.
really cute. There
Yeah,
you
no, they
go.
did really good. I like this one a lot. That the two newest
That's
characters,
really nice.
boom. It's so bright
Justina and
too.
Hisui. Yeah, it is a really, really nice art piece, I would say. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that wraps everything out. Thank you again for joining us here again, Super. Good luck with ERM, and of course, good luck
Thank
with
you.
ERCS in the upcoming weeks. I can't wait to see you guys play again and cast over that for you. And with that, thank you to everyone else joining us, and thank you to production for allowing us to do this here for you
Yeah.
all. And I hope to see you guys soon on the next character release that we'll have. But before then, we'll have ERM and ERCS, so make sure you guys show up for that. And with that, you guys have a nice rest of your night.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.